Here we go.
ESPN Richmond 106.1, Mike King Biz here, welcoming Dr. Danni Gladden Green to the ESPN team. Dr. Danni, welcome to the program.
Glad to be here.
You are a voice that people know. You are a regular here, but now you are taking up residence here, ESPN Richmond 106.1, Wednesdays at 5:30. Welcome.
Thank you for that. It's interesting to make the move. I was thinking about how LeBron did when he said he was taking his talents
to ESPN. That's what I say. That's what I am. I am the recruiter. I am the master recruiter. Dr. Danni is here with us. She came over from our good friends over at The Choice.
Shout out to The Choice.
105.3. That's what we do. Inspirational. That's what we are every day from 2 to 3, part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network. But Dr. Danni is here with us. We got a doctor in the house. And she is going to offer, that's true. Yes, we do. All righty. But you understand. My name is King, but if you ask Donna, don't even try to pull that King thing here. All righty. So, Dr. Danni, what can people expect with the program?
Well, the WBCR's Winning with Women, WOW radio broadcast is really focused on shining a light to all of the talent that's in the greater Richmond area. We really want to focus on established women business owners with our Bossing Up segment, women who've decided to be their own CEO. The idea around that is that they can share some insight, some pearls, some wisdom, some knowledge to encourage people to take that first step. Maybe the step is to become an entrepreneur. Maybe the step is to leave that corporate gig and do your own thing. But sometimes people are already doing it and they get discouraged. So they share real life stories on their journey to being the bosses that they are.
And where is the Women's Business Resource Center located at?
The Women's Business Center is located on the historic campus of Virginia Union University. I mean, we say that, but people need to understand
the importance of
it.
We can put some respect on that name.
I like that.
Thank you very much.
Respect on it.
I just start that one up. No, not really. Okay. But it's very important that you're housed there with the major university within the city of Richmond, offering entrepreneurial services to business owners across the spectrum. So you start off with early stage ones, and you also help people move from one level to the next.
Yeah, so let's just think about that. So being on a college campus allows us to catch people before they have any bad habits, before they go into business without thinking through some of the other elements that are really, really key. And that is, intellectual property, how you're going to brand, how you're going to win, what is your business plan looking like. So we like to work with people in those early stages because we hope that we can deploy and to give them some skills that's going to help them not just start a business, but to thrive in business, right? So the idea is that we can't all just begin at the top, but you're going to get to the top and we want to help you stay at the top. We also work with Richmond Public School students. Virginia Union has a great relationship with RPS and they bring children into our domain. We partnered earlier this year on a youth entrepreneurial summit. Yes, we can, with some of Richmond Public School's finest kids. And just to start the idea, because even if you decide to go into corporate America, having an entrepreneurial mindset is really going to set you apart.
Mike King, Dr. Danni here. She is with you Wednesdays, 5:30. That's where you can find her. Listen to all the great things she's doing. Explain to the listeners about the organization, the parent organization for your group, and the importance of that, because they're not just all over the country. It's important, and it's a very big impact and step that you guys are taking here in the Richmond community.
Yeah, so let's be clear. Shout out to the National Institute for Minority Economic Development. Although it is headquartered in North Carolina, it has positions in 5 states: North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And so whether it be the Small Business Transportation Resource Center, Public Allies, there are 3 women's business centers affiliated with the Institute, one in Charlotte, one in Durham, and we are the first in the state of Virginia. The idea around what the Institute does is interesting, because the SBA recently launched a grant program where they were bringing in institutions who were large enough, had enough dimension to be what they call a hub.
Okay.
The Institute has been a hub for 35 plus years. And so that means that everything that there needs to be to help develop communities, they have it. There is also an internal iCapital. So Institute Capital is a lending institution referred to as a CDFI, Community Development Foundation. And so all of those pieces, whether it's the MEEI division, which is focused on minority executive education, the public services, all of those pieces are in the Institute, and we are a program within that. And through our strategic partnership and relationship with Virginia Union, we are, I think, have the best of all possible worlds.
Dr. Danni out here doing big things over on the campus of Virginia Union, helping business owners achieve their dreams. So you always have some really big things and cool things happening. We got to talk, you got some really big things coming up.
Yes, I mean, I appreciate you helping us navigate the transition from QCN over to ESPN, but the audience at ESPN is in for a treat, and hopefully that will spill over. The event that you were referring to is, well, first of all, let me say this. We've just come out of National Hispanic Awareness Month, September. Shout out to all of my Hispanic friends. And we have entered into October, which is the small business women business entrepreneurial month.
Okay.
And so we're going to end this month of October as we focus on women enterprises and women entrepreneurs with a Women on Wealth Summit. That is going to take place on October the 29th on the campus of Virginia Union University in the Living and Learning Center, LLC. It's not an accident that it says LLC, because everybody should have their own. Exactly. And but what I really am excited about is that the speakers that we have are very dynamic.
You got the A-listers.
I would argue that yes.
Yes, you do.
Around from anywhere. So JB Bryant.
Man, that's when you're talking about the top of the top financial expertise. Always on TV, a TV personality, Concord Radio, owned their own business.
Author.
She just, yes.
She even founded the Afroeconomics, solution, all of those elements. But we're going to focus on entrepreneurial stability, empowerment. She's going to talk about, economic justice. Right? She's going to drop some nuggets that anyone can apply to what they're doing to create more wealth. And oftentimes wealth is not just defined in terms of how much money is in your bank account. So we are going to break wealth down into several areas. One is wealth. The next one is womanliness. The next one is entrepreneurship, affiliation, leadership, tenacity, and health. Women, we have got to take care of ourselves.
All righty. And what can attendees expect with this right here?
So first of all, you can expect life-changing knowledge, but it only works if you apply it. So we're going to give you tools, and you're going to make a commitment to apply it. There'll be in the morning, I think we're running from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So in the morning, there is going to be a facilitated panel with some unbelievable women, including, people like Shanna Kay, Shanna from Fab Women.
Fab Women.
Yes, I'm pretty excited about that. We have some other women that's going to be on there. I think Dr. Robin Davis from Virginia Union University.
What's she, the dean of the business school?
She's the dean of the business school. And when you talk about doing big things, she's launched this executive MBA program that is kicking butt. I know specifically because my husband is in that program,
and you see that
kicking his butt.
You see what happens.
Yes, we've asked people like Shannon
Soriano Greenwood.
We've asked her to join us to help in a lot of areas. And then, Alice Freeman. talking to her. There's a number of other women that we are expecting to be there.
We can't give away everything. We
Okay.
know what Dr. Danny up there spilling it all right here. In this business, it's called the media tease. We give a little bit. All right, we're gonna be here next week talking about some more names, because you guys are. We don't want to give it away because the talent level that you brought in for this, as you say, is going to be life-changing for people. And you're going to hold people accountable. Like you said, the great information is only going to work if. That's one of the things over at the Women's Business Resource Center do, is you foster accountability. Like, people ain't just rolling up there thinking that's going to be it.
So, the idea is that, the staying power and the success of businesses have a lot to do with being connected. And so we want to connect you, whether, we're the starting point, we're at the top of the funnel, and then others are there as resource partners, whether it's the chambers, whether it's the BizWorks of the world. We want to partner and build collaborative bridges so that the businesses, the success stories that come out of our center, we don't want them to be here today, gone tomorrow.
No.
So, that's important. If you need an executive MBA, we got relationships. Look, if you need to have your own manufacturing facility or a warehouse that you need, hey, we know a guy.
And there is a power in knowing a guy. There's a power in that. I'm a true believer in that right there. So you talked to a lot of people. What's the mindset or state of women business owners who are out there right now? When people talk to you, what do you see?
I see them making the decision to go get it. People talk about this great resignation, but the truth of the matter is that women have not only been, deciding to be CEOs and leave corporate America behind. Their women's businesses are growing at a faster rate than other startups. But the truth of the matter is that women have had side hustles for a business for a very long time as well. But what's happening is that they are realizing that there's some economic incentives that are out there that will help them scale their businesses. Mm-hmm. So what I'm seeing is not just women saying, I want to start a business, because a lot of times they're already in business. They're looking for opportunities to scale their business. That means either grow their footprint, get a larger percentage of the wallet of the customers they have, or go into new products and services that round out their offering to their clients.
So the name of it is the Women's Business Resource Center, but you are dropping nuggets on anyone who's out there who is starting their business, understanding those principles and ideas are not specific to gender. These things that you're talking about are good fundamental business practices.
It is. And, there's a way of checking your wealth and your health, right? Your business health. It starts with a financial acumen. Then it starts with understanding what is your intellectual property and is it protected?
You talk a lot about that.
I think that's important. It probably comes from my background of being an engineer, but I know that how we represent who we are, our brand, but also we might have product innovations. We may have service solutions that are unique in how we refer to them, how we put them together. And we need to decide, is this what I want to protect? Do I want to trademark some things? So I just think that don't wait till you get out there and somebody steals your idea. Protect your idea. It's cheaper to keep it at the front end than to try to go back and try to go to court and fight somebody because they stole your great idea. So we want to make sure that you're financially stable, you understand balance sheets and cash flows and things of that nature. I'm working with some clients now who they're writing proposals about getting that Bank of America building over in Highland Park. And they have to put together performance. So we are really trying to be the source of good and reliable information to help businesses be have the most success that they can have from the start out, right? Because we know that there are so many businesses out there. So whether you are a man and own a business, we focus on the underserved. Yes, women is in our name. And but we will help anyone who can utilize our services. And then there are people that we refer to SCORE and to SBDC and other entities, MBL. All of those things are designed that even if you start with us, our goal is to see you be the most successful you can be. And if we don't do it, we know somebody who does.
Dr. Danni, the Women's Business Resource Center, working and aiming to be the preeminent resource center for business owners or people out there in the Richmond community. So that's what their aim is. That's what they're doing, setting the foundation. You guys have come a long way in how many months is it? 8?
6.5. We opened our doors March 18th officially. We have had an opportunity to serve over 120 unique clients. Serving them means either they're using our counseling and coaching services, they may be doing some of the our learning management system online classes, or even our virtual classes that we've been doing. Or I mean, all of those elements of what we do to try to make sure you know about all of the federal government resources that are out there for you. So shout out to our partners at SBA Martin Short and Marcy, Carl Knobloch. Yes, that's definitely Carl. These guys are invested in our success. Again, we have an advisory council that includes all three chambers: the African American, the Hispanic Chamber, and the Asian Chamber, as well as Virginia Union is there. Small and medium-sized business. Shout out to Owens and Minor, who signed up to make a commitment to invest in our success as a center. And we continue to find new and innovative ways to bring value to the Richmond landscape.
And for you, what is your position there? So all businesses need the visionary person, needs the person who's looking down the field. Talk about your leadership, and also for regular business owners, their leadership and what that means to an organization.
That's interesting, because when I think of leadership, I don't think of titles. I think of the fact that whoever is in the position of driving the ship, they need to have an aspirational vision that doesn't take people where they are and just say, this is where we're going to be, but it helps inspire them to move forward to this future state. So I make an effort to, set the vision and the tone and the culture. That's something we recently talked about in a business roundtable. The culture of any organization is key to attracting the talent that you need to retain, but it's also in how you serve clients. And so whether your client is internal or external, mine is excellent first. All people have value, everyone. That means that even if they frustrated you, you need to look beyond that and figure out, how can I help? I used to love this lady who used to sit at the desk at a company I used to work at. When she walked in, the first thing she would say is, how can I make you smile today? Can you imagine if you've had a bad day and someone says,
you're gonna smile right then when she says it.
Exactly. And so I think that any leader needs to think about, one, where are we going, right? We're not just in this to make money, but we're in it to make a difference. And something that you say that we've always believed in is that businesses can make communities better. So the reason why the federal government invests in women's business centers is because they want us to go out and reach people who have been left behind or left out. And we want to help them, guide them towards standing up and taking ownership and making some things happen. And when you have the right mindset, they'll open up the coffers and money will flow so that you can do things that's going to give back to the community that you're from. That's what this is about, making an impact, not just being there just to call it something nice to do. We want to see impact in the communities that are underrepresented and or under-resourced.
One of the things, Dr. Danni is here at ESPN Richmond. She's moved over from The Choice, which was a great place, a great home.
Shout out to Minister Foote.
Shout out to Tiger Foot and all the great folks, Pastor Foot over there. Make sure you check out the Choice 105.3. Those are good friends of ours, doing big things every day from 2 to 3. That's where you find Mike King Biz Radio friends and family. Hang out there, offering inspirational information, business stuff like we're talking here. All right, Dr. Danni. So we have a business owner. There's a person out there who has, a truck and a lawnmower, and he's giving a go of it. What is the steps they need to do to turn that into a business?
Well, first of all, we're going to encourage you to formalize your business. That is, secure an EIN, your employee identification number, from the federal government. It costs nothing. Some people think they have to pay for that.
And some people are after paying for that.
Some people are. They're hiring people and they're paying them a lot of money. And then we're going to make sure that you have the business name that you want to. Maybe there's some marketing pieces that you want to put around it. But then we're going to go to the SEC, the Commonwealth of Virginia's, the state Corporation Commission, and we're going to register your business. Guess what? It only costs about $100. And they'll form your articles of incorporation. You just put your details in, and that makes you all good on paper.
A
Now, the
legitimate
next thing
business.
we're going to do is you're going to have to make an investment in your business. So we're going to connect you with our business partners. Shout out to Truist, Wells Fargo, and all the other banks that we have a relation, Fulton Bank. We're going to introduce you to some business partners that are our banks, and you're going to open up your business account, because you need to separate those two things.
Okay. See, ladies and gentlemen, that's why she moved over to ESPN Richmond, the worldwide leader, entertainment and sports. But this is a business show, but we still got the platform.
Well, I'm a sports person too. So you do know that, I've been having some difficult times this week. So I'm not going to go into it because I know you're a Philly boy, but those Steelers got to get their act together.
It hurt me this weekend.
Oh, Lord, and they're up on the screen.
And everybody won except for my Eagles. It was a brutal weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to say, all right, Dr. Danni, really quickly, the conference once again. She's up there looking at the screen. That's what happens at ESPN. It didn't happen at the gospel.
But guess what? We're going to figure it out, because we are doing the Women on Wealth Summit on October the 29th from 10 to 3 p.m. You can find out more information at vwbcrichmond.org, or you can go to Eventbrite. We're located there. You can register right there. And even those people who might want to sponsor, there are sponsorship opportunities so that you can demonstrate your commitment to women entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial growth in the Richmond landscape. Please come see us. We are at Virginia Union's campus in the Pickford Hall, the hall with the flags, and we look forward to serving you.
Am I going to broadcast from there that day?
Yes, I'm asking you to do that.
ESPN, I'm not ESPN, Mike. I'm Mike King Biz. That's what we're doing. You can catch Dr. Danni every Wednesday, 5:30 a.m. Kick the day off, right? That's what you do. That's what people get up and they check the markets and figure out what's happening for the day.
And those are the people we want to connect with. Thank you so much. Looking forward to having WBCR's Women on Women radio broadcast on ESPN 106.1.
She said it. I'm out. See you.